Hey everybody, thanks for clicking that thumbnail. Welcome to Talking Habs, and in this video I'm going to preview, the game between the Montreal Canadiens and the Winnipeg Jets. In Winnipeg, it's the first meeting of the season between these two teams. Montreal has a new coach, actually two new coaches, and maybe a new look. We don't know exactly how what they're going to look like. And Winnipeg is just ahead of them in the standings now. So Montreal's in fourth, Winnipeg in third. So they're separated by 1 point. So this is kind of a this is a 4-point game here for Montreal. A bit of a must win. So I'm going to tell you all about it. I've got stats there, my thoughts on the game, plus the Guess the Score contest. If you guess the score of the game and the first goal scorer of the game, you could win $5. So I'm going to give you my guess at the end of this video, so look for that. Let's one last thing. If you are new to the channel or you are a Habs fan like I am and you're looking for more videos like this on your favorite team, the Habs, please subscribe and ring that notifications bell. That'll get you your daily fix of Bleu Blanc Rouge right here at Talking Habs. If you have any comments about this video, about the new change from the coaches, anything you'd like in the comment section, plus if you're going to guess the score of the contest in the comment section, and give a thumbs up if you like the video. Let's get into it. So Montreal is in Winnipeg for the first time this season, the first meeting between these two teams. Montreal, I mean, it's kind of an unknown what we're going to see tonight, right? So let me give you some stats on these guys. Montreal's 9-5-4. They have 22 points. They are still in fourth place. Calgary's just 2 points behind them, though, so it's tight right now. They are in their last 10, 4-4-2. On the other side, Winnipeg is 11-6-1, 23 points. Third in the division, 6-3-1 in their last two. Both Montreal and Winnipeg have scored 61 goals, so they're tied for fourth. And Montreal, 50 goals against, tied for 13th. 48 goals against for the Jets, tied for 11th. Corsi for numbers, 55%, that's puck possession. So 55% for Montreal, that's second place. 48.7% for Winnipeg, that's 22nd place. Goals for per game. They both have 3.39 goals per game, but for some reason, Winnipeg's in 7th and Montreal is in 8th. Goals against, 2.67 for Winnipeg for 8th, 2.78 for Montreal for 14th, but still not that far off. Power play percentage, 22.8% for Winnipeg, that is 14th, and Montreal has dropped down to 18.2%, and that's 20th place. PK, 80.4% for Winnipeg, and that is 11th. 76.4% for Montreal, that's 22nd. Face-off percentage, that's face-off win percentage. Montreal, not very good, but neither is Winnipeg really. So Montreal's 47%, that's 27th, but Winnipeg's only 48.7%. So that's good for 22nd. Not that much better. So maybe Montreal can can win some faceoffs against these guys. Shots per game, 30 for Winnipeg, 17th. 34.1 for Montreal, that's second in the league. So Montreal's still right at the top of the league in shots per game. But problem is, they're usually not great shots, perimeter, low danger shots. That's got to change. That's something that we're hoping is going to change here with the new coach. Shots against per game, 32.2% for Winnipeg, 24th. 29.4 for Montreal, 15th in the league. Okay. For Winnipeg, I'm giving you, because it's the first time we're seeing them, the top three scorers on the team. Mark Scheifele, 10 goals, 16 assists, 26 points, +1. Nicholas Ehlers, 10 goals, 9 assists, 19 points, +12. So that's two guys at a point a game still. Scheifele well over that, and so that's pretty good. Good scoring. Wheeler, not far behind, 5 goals, 12 assists, 17 points, and a -8 there. Pierre-Luc Dubois, I put him on the board just because I imagine people are interested in what he's done. I think it's 3 games with them, 2 goals, 1 assist, 3 points, and a +1. On Montreal's side, I just wanted to put guys I think are going to have an effect by the new coach in a positive way. Jonathan Drouin, who played for what's his name? Ducharme in juniors with the Halifax Mooseheads and won a Memorial Cup with him. 2 goals, 10 assists, 12 points. He also has a +4. He's doing well. I mean, his points numbers, all that's pretty good. I think he'll get a little bit of bump up by having his old coach there who knows how to utilize him a little bit better. And I don't expect that line to change. So maybe he'll just... Anyways, I just think he'll have a bit of a bump up. So I think he'll be affected. KK, 2 goals, 6 assists, 8 points, and a +8. KK, I really think could have a big effect by having Dominic Ducharme as the coach. I don't know if we'll see it in the first game back. I kind of expect KK to be bumped up into top 6. So second line center and increased ice time, better wingers. And I think this is all going to be better for KK, and we'll see something, a good positive result here for KK. Does it start in this game? I don't know. I don't know how many changes he's going to implement right away, but I think he'll implement changes, you know, as the games go along. So, but I expect KK to have a big be affected by the coach. Victor Mete, no points, and he's even in 3 games. Victor Mete also played for Ducharme. I have a feeling Ducharme is going to start using Victor Mete in more of an offensive capacity. You may even see him on the power play, and we'll see how that works out. Victor Mete could be greatly affected by having Ducharme as the coach. Let's see if his play gets better. Ducharme knows him well. Ducharme had him, like I said, in juniors. Yeah, I can see Victor Mete getting more ice time, more opportunities, more offensive opportunities. And we can see some good stuff from Victor Mete. Who's going to be in nets? Remember now, this is a 2-game series. I'm more than likely just doing this one preview of this way. I might do a quick preview for the next game, but so I'm going to give you both goaltenders. I kind of want to see Jake Allen in this game, but maybe the coach says, you know, we don't want to screw up with Carey's confidence, and let's start working with him right away, and we might see an improved Carey Price. But I kind of feel that it might be Jake Allen, so I'm going to list him first. Jake Allen is 4-2-1 with no shutouts, a 2.14 goals against, and a 9.32 save percentage. Fantastic numbers. He looks fantastic, and I think he might, not that he'll get the bulk of the starts going forward, but maybe for a little while, he might get a little bit more than Price till Price's game starts to come around. That could happen. He's playing fantastic, Allen. Carey Price is 5-3-3 with no shutouts, 2.95 goals against, and an awful 8.93 save percentage. That needs to be up by a minimum of 0.10. Like we need it up over 900. 905 to 910. Like as a minimum you want from your starting goaltender. So, and that goals against needs to come down. So those numbers need to get better. And I kind of feel they will. I think this will be positive for Price. It's time for him to... whatever's going on, whatever his contribution to all this that happened in the beginning of the season, that I hope turns around, and it usually does every season for Price. So I'm expecting good things from Price. I think they'll split the starts here, but who gets the first one, who gets the second, I don't know. Connor Hellebuck on the other side, 8-5-1 with no shutouts, 2.64 goals against, and a 9.16 save percentage. So not really the Vezina Trophy performance of last season, but I don't think he's that far off. And a hell of a good goalie. Now, the surprise here is Laurent Brossoit, who I would have thought, when they signed him for this season, I was like, why? He had horrible numbers last year. They must have known that he was on the verge of turning it around, because he kind of has. He's 3-1-0 with 1 shutout, a 2.24 goals against, and a 9.35 save percentage. Those are way better numbers than he put up last year. And so, a bit of a surprise with the Jets, how they've been able to kind of come back from, we weren't sure where they were going to be, and they've turned it around, and they haven't lost, apparently. They've lost 2 games in a row, only once this season, so, that's what you need to do if you want to be a top team. So that's the stats. How do they respond? How does Montreal respond to this coach change? We're going to start seeing right away off the bat. If this team comes out flat in this game, in this first period, there is something majorly wrong within the team. And you can't say that's coaching, because just in general, they should have a bump up from the coaching change. Well, they should. I would expect a 2, 3, 4, maybe even 5-game winning streak that could be very deceptive. Because, they'll get a bump up from the coaching change. It'll look like everything's great. But, he's not going to have time, Ducharme, to get everything he wants to do in that quickly. And you'll probably see a bit of a fall off after that. But I'm hoping that, in that bump up and that good play in the next few games, that he's able to implement a few things. And that starts to take hold. And you don't see that big drop off afterward. And they can start, showing that they're one of the better teams in this division. So I think you're going to see a difference in a little bit more on the offense over defense. Whereas, obviously with Julien, it was defense over offense to start. I think the new look and the new modern type of coach, it's kind of like offense over defense. We need to score goals, and the defense will take care of it like itself kind of thing. It's not exactly that. I'm kind of exaggerating, but I think we'll see a little bit more emphasis on offense. I guess just a little more emphasis on some improved offense. Now, the defense needs work too, so that's why I'm not saying they're not going to work on defense. They are, but you're going to see a more emphasis, a different way of getting the offense happening. I'm an old guy. This is how I explain things. Sorry. Lineup changes. Are there going to be any in the first game? I don't know. I kind of hope there will be some kind of tweaking to the lineup. On the defense, especially those defensive combinations weren't working. I think they started, Julien did it at the end of his last game, Romanov and Weber. I'd like to see that and see how that works out, because I think that's how we'll end up with Romanov and Weber. I think that's the natural right now, first pairing. So we'll see how lineup changes on D, lineup changes on offense. There might be some jigging of a couple of lines. I don't think the Suzuki line should be changed up at all, but I think the other 3 lines, you might see some differences right away. Adjustments during the game. This is going to be something new. He adjusts a little bit here, a little bit there. Like when he sees something, he'll adjust. So this was a complaint I had. You didn't see that from Claude Julien anymore. He did not adjust during the game. He didn't really adjust in between games either. It was a problem. But this guy's not going to be like that. You're going to see adjustments during the game. It's going to be a really different look. And that goes to the rolling 4 lines. I don't think we're going to automatically roll 4 lines anymore. I think Ducharme's going to distribute ice time differently. And he's going to, there'll be times when we roll 4 lines maybe pretty evenly. And there'll be times when he shortens the bench a little bit. And, I think as much as I really like the fact that we could roll 4 lines, but if it's to the detriment of the team and the coach isn't adjusting on a game-by-game basis, then what's the use of rolling 4 lines if it's hurting you? So I think we're going to see a difference there. Who starts? Like I said, who starts? I saw it in someone's video that he said, will Ducharme show that he's got the balls to start Allen in his first game? I don't know if I want to go that far, but I kind of think Allen should start this first game. But I'm conflicted in that I don't think Price has been as bad as everyone has thought and said, and I think he deserves the chance to get his confidence back. So I don't know where the coach will go right away with that. But I kind of expect to see Allen starting. So it's who starts, we don't know. Offense. I'm saying it weird. Offense, more freedom and creativity. I expect to see them a little more free to be creative, and I expect to see them with more jump and more energy. And I didn't write it here, but to play hard for 60 minutes, especially in the first few games with a new coach. That I totally expect. If they don't, there's something wrong in the team. Tweak special teams, that has to happen. Power play and penalty kill has been bad. At best, you could say inconsistent, and basically it's been bad. So they have to tweak that, and I want to see some kind of difference in the special teams, either in the way the units are set up for the power play. I want to see something different, the power play's got to look different. We got a new coach for the power play in Alex Burrows, so I expect to see there be more creativity. I think creativity and energy, I think that's the words you kind of get most from what I've heard from these guys. It's going to be different, and hopefully it'll be great. I hope they start to dictate the play, or at least attempt to dictate the play of a game and not play the other team's game. automatically. So I'd like to see that be a difference, and I totally expect this will be a difference. Jets have elite level scoring. Scheifele, Ehlers, Wheeler's scoring really well. They've got some elite level scoring. That's something that we're missing, and it's down the middle. Pierre-Luc Dubois, he hasn't really gotten his feet there yet. So that's something we're missing. That's something we got to look out for and kind of shut down. Strong down the middle. Scheifele, PLD, that's Pierre-Luc Dubois, and Stastny. They are strong down the middle and experienced down the middle, and this is something Montreal isn't right now. They're getting there, but that experience will only come with time. But Winnipeg has that. Now, their face-off percentage isn't really showing this, so hopefully this is something Montreal could take advantage of, or it won't hurt them. Their poor face-off percentage. The D will be tested, though. With this elite scoring, the D will be tested. And I wrote here, Romanov and Weber. Will we see Romanov and Weber? I'd like to see that again. I was really excited, but I was live streaming, and it was near the end of the game. So I'm going to look for that and see how that works out in this game. It's going to be real exciting. This is like opening day again. There's a real excitement tonight. Looking forward to see how Montreal looks. I'm not overly expecting things, but I'm just expecting to see something better. Better play, just a better look, better body language, that kind of stuff. I want to see that in the first game. But like I said, a bump up from a coaching change is very normal, and I wouldn't be surprised if they just look fantastic. Just don't take too much from that. They might look fantastic and we'll be but it's a coaching change, and it's kind of normal. So how does that round out over a few games, you know? I guess that's it. We're getting to guess the score contest. So, time for the guess the score contest. If you guess the score in the game and the first goal scorer of the game. So, it's not from either team necessarily, right? It used to be the first Habs goal scorer. It's no longer that. It is the first goal scorer of the game. So, if you get those two things right, you could win $5. That will be sent to you by Interact. So, it's $5. Listen, hey, you guess the score, you win $5. It's not bad, and it makes it exciting, and you get more interested in the game. And you can do that here in the comment section, make that guess, or come into the live stream and do it there. So there's a live stream tonight. It's an 8 o'clock start, so 7:35. I'll be on the air. Come in and make a guess. So it's time for me to make my guess. So I went over this, and I kind of looked at their last 10 games and saw the scores that for each team for the last 10 games to try to figure out where did they really come in, what's the average. Now, they do have an average score here. I get that. But I was looking at real scores to see if I can figure out what I think tonight's game would be. So, let's see. Sometimes I just think about it, whatever's in my head, I go with my gut feeling. This time I kind of worked on it. I'm going to go with a tight game. 4-3 for Montreal. Yeah, I can see, because that's kind of the numbers that they're somewhere in there. Each game, they're somewhere like that. So I'm going to go with Montreal winning because of the bump up with the coaching change, but it's still being a tight game because Winnipeg's a good team and they've got good offense and their defense is playing well. They're really playing well. Their goaltending is good. They've got, if they're on, they've got everything. It's going to be hard for Montreal, but Montreal's not a bad team. It's just they've been off. Does the coaching change that? First goal scorer for me, I think he's going to be in the top 6. I really think he might be in the top 6. So I'm going to go. And even if he's not, I think he's going to have improved wingers. That's KK. I'm picking KK. He's going to have some improved wingers, more ice time. I think we're going to see some better stuff we've been expecting KK to do and show it a little faster. I think we might start seeing that now with Ducharme. So let me know what you think in the comment section. Leave your guess in the comment section. And if you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. If you're new to the channel or you haven't subscribed yet, please do that. Subscribe, ring the notifications bell. That'll get you your daily fix of Bleu Blanc Rouge. Right here, Talking Habs. Thanks for watching, everybody. Sorry for the length of time on this video for a preview. I apologize. Hopefully, I'll see you at the live stream. That's at 7:35 Eastern Time tonight. And we go right through to the end of the game. No, I don't show the game, but it's a hangout. You watch the game where you are, and we talk and stuff in the chat, and we have a lot of fun. So hopefully I'll see you there. Thanks for watching, everybody. Stay safe out there. Peace out, y'all. See you next video on live stream. Bye, everybody.